Absolutely embarrassing. Indiana Fever collapse in 20-point loss to the Dream. That was humiliating. Seriously, it was flat out embarrassing. The Indiana Fever couldn't even put up 60 points. They finished with just 58. For a professional team, that's absurd. This is supposed to be a rebuilding squad loaded with talent, and they can't even crack 60. How bad was it? The Fever got blown out by 20 points, and here's the wild part. Ryan Howard, the Atlanta Dream star player, had her worst performance of the season, scoring only 3 points. And they still won by 20. Alicia Gray was getting wide-open looks and layups all night. Brianna Jones completely controlled the interior. Even with a shortened rotation, Atlanta looked more focused, more athletic, and more aggressive. Meanwhile, the Fever were lifeless. The Dream weren't even sharp, and they still coasted. Offensive collapse. Kelsey Mitchell disappears again. Kelsey Mitchell was a disaster. She didn't look like a leader, let alone a star. She reverted to bad habits, forcing shots, playing hero ball, and offering nothing in terms of facilitation. It was reminiscent of Eric Ogunbowale's worst moments. High volume, low efficiency, and no rhythm. Aaliyah Boston had no impact inside. She was double-teamed and neutralized with ease. But part of the blame falls on the system. The Fever ran zero structured offense. No pick and rolls. No pick and pops. No movement. Nothing. Sydney Colson played 25 minutes and contributed almost nothing. The only real energy came from Ari McDonald, who was the only one playing like she actually wanted to win. Fast break failure and lack of identity. The Fever managed just 2 fast break points, while the Dream had 13. Even worse. Since Caitlin Clark's injury, the Fever have totaled only 11 fast break points in 4 games. That's not a typo. In just one night, the Dream topped that total. That's a sign of a slow, lifeless, and poorly conditioned team. No push in transition. No urgency. Coaching and game plan. Strategically lost. Let's be clear. Stephanie White isn't solely to blame for this loss. But the game plan was a total misfire. Trying to slow the game down against a bigger, quicker, more athletic Atlanta team was the worst possible strategy. You don't grind out a game against a team that thrives on physicality. That's just asking to lose. Unless Natasha Howard was going to explode for 35+, this plan had no chance. Roster construction. A major misstep. The Fever's roster simply isn't built to compete with high-paced, athletic teams. They committed to slow, traditional bigs like Nalissa Smith and Temi Fagbenell, rather than surrounding their stars with athletes who can run, defend, and stretch the floor. They gave up speed and versatility in favor of safe, frontcourt options. Where are the wing defenders? The transition threats? The athletes? Let's be honest. Caitlin Clark can't save this team alone. Even when she returns, the ceiling is limited. Maybe they sneak into a 6 to 8 seed, or 5th if a team like the Aces slips. But that's a low bar. The offense is broken. Right now, the Fever are running nothing resembling a modern offense. There's no motion, no cutting, no ball movement. It's essentially, give the ball to Caitlin and hope she does something. That's not a system, that's desperation. They're running a read and react offense, but without the IQ or execution to make it work. It's disorganized, ineffective, and painful to watch.